I left sports 100% on my own terms, never looked back. I got no regrets. And to this day, I've never felt more alive because I made my decision based on one thing and one thing only. I found my why. It was a handful of months after the retreat, go off-site, C-suite of the Niners, just an intimate version of this 2-day immersive experience, find your why, find your values, and I got obsessed. And it was what happened the following Monday that turned out to change the rest of my life ever since. When I talk about the ROI of today's conversation comes down to the decisions we make and the actions we take on Monday morning, it's because my life changed on a Monday after a more intimate version of exactly what we're doing here today. So let me take you inside that Monday. I get back in the Niners office and I'm preaching all about this retreat to my entire sales team. And one by one, they come up to me after and say, I want to know my why. So I coach them up. And then the water cooler buzz starts. So now some of the football coaches come up to me and then some of the players come up to me. And then eventually HR approaches me and says, what do you think of coaching the why to our onboarding employees? And that's how I became known as the why coach. Greatest graduation of my life, from career to calling. I felt called to pay this gift of purpose forward. So people always ask me, what exactly does a why coach do? It's a good question. It's a fair question. The simplest way to describe it is every one of us in this room, we have a compass inside of us. It's like your GPS. It's like your personal operating system. And here's what it looks like. At its heartbeat, you and I, every one of us in this room, there's a why, there's a deeper burn, there's a purpose. And you combine that with your core values, and it represents who you are. And then this next level up, beliefs. It's a belief system. It's formed through your life experiences to date. And that's what you stand for. And then these outermost layers are your decisions and actions. That's where the rubber meets the road. That's where you're going to meet the market. And that's how we show up. Every one of us in this room has a compass. The question is it aligned? Is it connected? Meaning, are you sourcing your outer layers from your inner layers? When we can combine who we are to what we stand for, to how we show up, that mastery of our compass is us at our most consistent, authentic, and confident self. And I'll just say this about my personal journey. Before I knew all of this about myself, before I mastered my own compass, I had two versions of Paul. I had a work me and a personal me. I had a professional me and a life me. And I was showing up very differently. But this mastery of compass made me one. And that's the origin of Win Monday. Win Monday is who I am. It's what I stand for. It's how I show up. There's no days off. And as soon as I started to share these insights in this playbook with teams, with cultures, with organizations, and they started to adopt it, that's when I burned the boats. And now it's a battle cry for organizations worldwide. And that's what I want to talk to you about today is what are Win Monday teams, cultures, and organizations doing differently? But it started with my own personal transformation. Now it's turned into a scalable business transformation.